From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Saturday, July 1st, 2017. Silver is trading at $16.61 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,242 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 1.6 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $2,482. Antiwar.com reports while most of the focus on the risk of a war breaking out between the Turkish military and the Kurdish YPG in northern Syria has been on the possibility of Turkey invading the Afrin district, at least one top YPG commander is looking to get the fight started himself by invading Turkish-held areas along the border. Commander Sipan Himo of the YPG insisted that his intention is to liberate the entire border region from Jarablus to Azaz, a region that spans much of the Aleppo province, and would effectively give the YPG military control over the bulk of the Syria side of the Turkey border. Himo presented Turkey as an occupying force within Syria, though Turkey presents itself as merely having seized the territory on behalf of a collection of rebel factions that are aligned with them. In reality, Turkey and the YPG have been on the brink of fighting for quite some time now, and both sides seem to be looking for an excuse at this point. Turkey's invasion of Syria last year started at Jarablus along the western bank of the Euphrates River. They expanded westward all the way to Azaz and took some territory to the south. The city of Aleppo, held by the Syrian government, and Afrin, held by the Kurds, effectively are the border of this region, and the YPG would clearly like to capture a land route connecting Afrin to the rest of its territory. Doing that, however, is likely to be impossible without starting a massive war with Turkey, as while Turkey seems to have been somewhat kept in check from major attacks on YPG territory by embedded U.S. forces, it is unlikely that would be the case if the Kurds outright invaded Turkish-held territory, and the U.S. would struggle to justify continuing to back the YPG if that did happen. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports 24 years after it ceased operating, the National Space Council was revived on Friday by an executive order from President Donald Trump. The president issued an executive order to reestablish the Space Exploration Panel, which was formed in 1989 by President George H.W. Bush and disbanded 4 years later. The White House said in a blog post on Friday, "This executive order revives the council and will reinvigorate America's role as a leader in space, strengthen America's economy, and advance the security of the American people." Before signing the order, Trump said, "The future of American space leadership. We're going to lead again. It's been a long time. It's over 25 years. We're going to be leading like we've never led before." Like his predecessors, the new Space Council will have the vice president as its chairman and include a number of other executive-level members. The 1989 council was preceded by a similar panel called the National Aeronautics and Space Council, which operated between 1958 and 1973 during the United States space race to the moon with the Soviet Union. Trump added, "The next great American frontier is space. We started, but we never completed. We stopped, but now we start again." Cell 411 is a free app for Android and iOS that replaces government-controlled 911. Cell 411 allows you to preset a group of friends or private organization to show up in an emergency. Cell 411 is a nightmare to the state because it proves their so-called services aren't needed. Cell 411 has had thousands of installs, and of course it's covered by the BIPCOT NoGov license. Cell 411, because your friends won't shoot you when you're in trouble. Without the government, who would build the emergency services? You and Cell 411. Get it today at getcell411.com. That's getcell411.com. Reuters reports a doctor who lost his job at a New York City hospital opened fire with a rifle inside the building on Friday, killing another physician and wounding 6 others before taking his own life in a burst of apparent work-related violence. Police Commissioner James O'Neill said the gunman, wearing a white medical lab coat, stalked 2 floors of the Bronx Lebanon Hospital Center in the Bronx and tried to set himself on fire before police searching the building found him dead of a self-inflicted gunshot. 1 female physician was shot to death and 6 others were wounded, 5 of them seriously. Neither the mayor nor the police immediately identified the suspect or any of the victims. This has been FPP Radio News. Online at fppradio.com.